That you don't want it anymore.
Okay, but we can demand something.
You can demand anything from politicians. Most of the time they won't act.
What we can demand something instead of fluoride.
There's nothing else. You don't need fluoride in the water. It doesn't do any good at all. It only does harm.
Hi everyone, we're here today with Chris Obru at the Nathan Phillips Square in Toronto. We're currently at the Un-Fluoridate Me rally.
We today are exposed to 80,000 chemicals. Since the Second World War, which ended in 1946, there have been 80,000 chemicals introduced in our environment, all of which have been regulated by the regulatory bodies as being safe to us, right? So can you believe them when they insist fluoridation is safe or is there for our benefit?
So Christopher, can you tell us a little about what fluoride is?
It's actually an industrial byproduct from Florida, and it comes from the phosphorus industries. What they do is they have a lot of exhaust that comes from their smokestacks, so they put these scrubbers on top that collects this hydrogen fluoride. They add it to an aqueous emulsion, and that gets added to our water municipality plant. I know that sounds really crazy and hard to stomach, but it's true. And the difference between the natural calcium fluoride and the synthetic hydrofluorosilicylic acid is that it has a lot of co-contaminants such as heavy metals and radionuclides such as mercury, lead, arsenic, cadmium. And though none of these things are nutritious for the human body, in fact it's been proven that they're highly toxic, highly carcinogenic, had no benefit whatsoever. So we're here today to educate people about the main differences of the synthetic version and the natural version.
We must not accept the principles of mass medication without prior consent, which together with other borne contaminants create a health risk which is totally unnecessary. I would be remiss as a water quality professional if I did not discuss ways of rendering the water safe for drinking and bathing. Okay? The technologies I highly recommend are reverse osmosis for drinking water combined with activated carbon, because reverse osmosis will remove virtually all inorganic substances, including, by the way, inorganic minerals, which are of no benefit to your body, with the exception that they will contribute to things like kidney stones, hardening of the arteries, and calcification of the joints.
So you've explained to us that this is a byproduct of the phosphate fertilizer industry. So these are the people who are manufacturing it. So who are the people that are putting it into the water supply? Who is responsible for implementing this?
Well, my look on it is, since this is actually a level 4 hazardous material that would otherwise cost an insane amount of money to get rid of, they've somehow colluded with the government to allow our taxpayer dollars to pay for this poison to be put into our water supply. So if it was a normal world, the government would say, hey, you guys have to pay to get rid of it, just give it to us for free. We'll take it off your hands, free of charge. But they've actually, like I said, colluded to charge our taxpayer dollars, and since 2012 we spent over $3 million on this hydrofluorosilicylic acid.
I've been at this for 40 years. I've never drank any other water but RO, and I'm 75 and in very good health considering my genetics. My family's full of cancer. My dad died at 48 from heart disease. My blood pressure is 112/70. Okay, argue with that. And all I do with my water is I might add some cell food, because even though I eat organic, I'm vegan, so I don't get a lot of stuff, from meats and things like that. So I use some cell food in my water, and I will add pink salt, which is Himalayan mined salt.
Food from the big industries are grown in poor soil, missing many micronutrients and minerals, including calcium fluoride. As a result, people are severely unbalanced and only left to consume man-made synthetic versions instead. The main synthetic fluoridating agent in Toronto's water supply is called hydrofluorosilicylic acid, or HFSA for short.